Before video games were really big and popular and stuff, and there was more variety under the tree, we used to get models, just like this, maybe a little bit more complex than this. I decided to get a level 2 model, and I'm gonna try to build it as I tell you a story about Ted's Hobby Shop. They used to do these tournaments. They would bring in a ton of dirt and they would have it in the back of the parking lot, and they would build like mounds and stuff and do this crazy off-road track.
We'd publish a schedule at the beginning of the season, and these guys would keep coming back, and they'd come back and come back and come back, and they'd race with us throughout the summer.
And kids would race, and my brother, being older, he was into it. I was a little younger, so I didn't have a car and I didn't race. However, I wanted to be involved as best as I could. So up on this platform were these, I think, 3 or 4 guys who would keep score of how many times a car did its round. The way that he would do it is that on top of the cars there was a number. So every time the number would pass the checkpoint, he would call out the number. 5, 7, 6. And when he would call the number out, the guy next to him would put like a little line or something next to the number indicating that that car had done 1 turn. So I went up on the top of that platform. I saw what was happening and I kind of figured out their system. I must have been around 8 or 9 years old, and I was standing next to this guy who was calling out the numbers, and I saw him say the number as it passed the checkpoint. So I started doing the same thing in my head. It didn't take too long for me to get as good as him in my head. So I said, all right, well, let's try it out. I started with a little whisper. 4. He couldn't hear me though. I didn't want to distract him. He was really concentrating. Then it got to a point where I would almost say the number before he would say the number. So I thought maybe I could help him out. Maybe he could see that I could do it as well as him, if not better. Maybe he needs to go to the bathroom, or maybe he's hungry and wants to get a slice of pizza from Topaz. But that didn't happen. What ended up happening was that my whisper turned into a normal sounding voice. And then it went from that to a little louder. And he's turning to me and he gives me a little like acknowledgement smile, and I was thinking, I've got this. Like, he knows I'm doing, he knows I can do it. This is not a problem. So then I feel like we have a connection. I feel like we're friends. So then another car comes by. So we both say 6 at like the same time. And he looks at me again, and I'm a little bit surprised that an 8-year-old was able to do it. He was able to do. Another car comes by. 9. I'm like, I can't believe that I'm with these guys. These guys were the main guys. They worked the TEDs. They were ahead of the TED races. And he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he was gonna talk to me. He was gonna say something. He's going to Topaz. He's gonna give me the shot. And he opens his mouth, and he says,
"Don't f me up. Don't f me up."
Shattered. Everything inside me just like imploded.
When we were racing back like 25 years ago, I thought, these guys are coming out here, they're having fun, it's a great time, they're playing with toys, it's fun. But no, these guys took it friggin' serious. Like serious. And if I screwed up lap counting with Tony at the time, and we got ripped apart because we ruined their whole day. So that's why, don't f me up.
Oh my god.